We are here today with the brand new Uneekor IXR launch monitor. We just got this in. Uneekor just released the product. We're really excited about it. We're going to do an unboxing, show you everything that's included in here, and then we're going to take it down to the showroom, get this set up, and test it out. So nobody has seen yet what is inside of this. Take that top protective layer off, and you've got your calibration card, of course. Very nice. We have a QR code that we can scan, it looks like, and get some directions on installation. And over on each side, we've got some boxes. It looks like in here, we've got our Ethernet cable, a couple of Ethernet cables, an Ethernet adapter, and then a small leveling device. So this next box we have our power adapter. So your power is going to go through right here. You're plugging your Ethernet cable from the launch monitor, I assume, right into one of the ports here, and then that's going to plug into the wall. I haven't looked through the instructions yet, so I'm not 100% positive if that's how it works, but that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. Underneath, we have a launch monitor. So here we go. This is the IXR. It does seem like it is a smaller launch monitor than its predecessor. It's very heavy, that's for sure. You can see the Uneekor logo on top. On back, they have pre-installed, looks like a mounting plate that has some adjustability here, so you can change the angle that it's looking down at your hitting zone. Over on the side, you've got your power switch, obviously. You've got a LAN port to be able to plug that in. And then there's also looks like a power jack there, which I don't think is required. I'm not sure why that's there, but it'll be interesting to see what it looks like as we start to get this set up. So this launch monitor, from what I understand, so it's going to be mounted similar to the Uneekor QED, so it'll be a bit behind the golfer. Unlike the QED, it does not require a marked golf ball, so you can use any clean white golf ball with this and it will work. It also has the ability to give you club data without stickers. It uses an AI system to generate club data. So let's take this over to the bay and we will get this installed. All right, so next up we are hooking up our power supply, or I should say we've already hooked up our power supply. So this is what comes with it. On the left side here, closer to the indicator lights, we have the longer Ethernet cable hooked up, and that's running up to the IXR. And then on the other side, we have the shorter Ethernet cable plugged in here, and that's going directly into the Ethernet port on the back of our computer. All right, so we have run the Ethernet cord that comes with the IXR to the area where we have our computer set up. So that's going to be the data and power transmission. So we've got all that set to go. Our next step is going to be putting up our mounting plate for our frame mounting kit. We already have the brackets installed up there, so we're just going to get this lined up and secured down. All right, so we're going to be using our Carl's Place frame mounting kit to put this up on our Pro enclosure. So the first thing we're going to do is actually remove this mount from the IXR. It's going to make putting the mounting plate from our kit easier to get onto the IXR. So moving on here, we have our brackets that we already had installed from when we had a QED mounted here. If you want to see that process, we're going to quick cut away and show you that right now. All right, so now let's get our frame mounting plate secured to our brackets. So now that we have our frame mounting plate secured to our frame, we're going to take the bracket that came with the IXR and we're going to attach it to that plate. We're going to make sure that this angle right here is facing towards the screen. So it should go up here like this. You just have to make sure you're getting all those holes lined up and secured down. That ain't going anywhere. So next up, we're gonna be putting the IXR onto this plate. You can see there's a couple of holes here. There's two little like pins almost that are on the IXR. We're gonna line up on there. We're gonna push it over. And then there's some screws that you just screw in by hand that we're gonna use to really lock that in place. All right, so we've got our IXR here. Make sure the Uneekor logo is facing backwards with your connection points and power switch over on the right-hand side. We're gonna put that up here. Try not to drop it. And lock that in place. So next up, we will connect our power source. All right, so next up, we are going to adjust the angle of the launch monitor. In our case, we are gonna be on the third hole because we meet the mounting guidelines that Uneekor gives us. So we put a pin into that third hole. There's one pin on each side to help hold it in place. And once we have those pins in, there's a screw right here next to the pin. And all you have to do is tighten that down and you will lock your angle in place. All right, so now that we have the IXR installed, next step is going to be removing these little rubber lens caps. Pop right out of there. And the protective film. Ooh, that's so satisfying. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and power this thing on and try it out. All right, so the next step is getting your software ready to go. We already had the Uneekor launcher installed from our previous setup. So if you need help with that, just go to Uneekor's website. They've got good instructions on downloading and getting the launcher installed. But once you have that done, we're gonna go right here to devices. And we see that our IXR is showing up here. So we're gonna click to register to our account. All right, so we are all registered. We're gonna select the IXR. So it is selected, so I'm gonna go back to the start menu. And once we go back here, it says we need to calibrate. So that's gonna be our next step. We're gonna go through the calibration on the IXR. Yeah, so right now we're just going through the install process. We already have everything set up. This shouldn't take too long. We've already got the IXR registered to our account. So we're going to just continue because we already had it selected. We don't have any new license keys. We're going to select keys for our current device, which are already selected. So next we're going to calibrate. All right, so we've got our calibration card here from Uneekor. On the screen, you'll see there's a red square. You want to try to get this as centered as possible in that red square. Then you come back here, you hit calibrate, and it should go through and run the calibration.
So to make sure you have this oriented properly, you want to make sure that this little half moon right here is on the front side of the calibration board facing towards the screen.
So we just ran the calibration. Next up, it's asking us to take a test shot. On the software, we selected that we're hitting an iron. We've got the ball in the hitting zone, so we're just gonna step up, hit a quick shot. And it says the ball launch was detected. Shows a close-up picture of the club impacting the ball and gives the ball speed. So it looks like it read successfully, so we are going to just click on continue. And it says the installation is completed. We are all set. So we are going to click on continue again, and we should be all ready to go and use our new IXR launch monitor. All right, so we are going to do some testing here with some real life software. So let's launch GS Pro and see how it works. So we got a golf ball in place. You can see the indicator lights up there are turned on. So we should be ready to take another shot here. That was pulled. You could definitely feel that one pulled right off the bat. And you can see the IXR picked that up perfectly. It hit the shot and almost instantly that was detected and up on the screen. We've got GS Pro running up here, but we've got view on the computer over here. So I'm just looking at view, and first thing I notice is it's got just a close-up of the club impacting the ball, just like a still image. So that's really cool to see. Let me take another swing here. That one should be a little more centered. Not as far though, definitely. I just wanted to come over here. I'm just interested to see what the replay looks like. Ooh, that's nice. You can see it traces a path of the club coming through. Man, that's a really high quality video as well. You can see where I hit the turf behind the ball and the turf starts moving back here. Man, that's really clear video. That might be one of the clearest overhead replay videos that I've seen. That should be pretty good. Sorry, just looking at all the data here. Yeah, it's, I mean, so far, these first few shots, it's pretty impressive. I can tell that first one, I pulled it and picked it up right away. This last one, I could tell it was gonna be a little straighter. It's more like what I would expect my shot to look like, that kind of shape. Like I mentioned, it seems like this replay video might even be a little bit clearer than we see with the IXO. It'd be interesting if we can see that kind of side by side, maybe in a later video to compare the two. But just looking at this, I mean, obviously I'm using a club that has no stickers on it, and we're still getting club data. You can see the club path, we're getting smash factor, club speed, all that is showing up through Uneekor's AI model, showing up on the screen here. Again, no club stickers, unmarked golf ball, which is kind of weird because usually in the past when we've had a Uneekor rear-mounted launch monitor, it's always been the QED and required those special marked golf balls. Don't need that in this case. Yeah, so overall first impressions, yeah, I'm really excited for this. This is the new home where we're gonna have this permanently mounted. So I can't wait to get down here, play some rounds of golf, maybe even get some content put together and set up for you guys. So cannot wait to get started on that. So that is it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments on the IXR, please let us know below. And as always, like and subscribe for more content on building your own golf simulator setup.